Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in today's episode, we are going to be taking a look at what the liberal media is feeding us. What kind of bullshit capitalist sellout crap is this? I just woke up. What is this shit? Not really. I didn't really just wake up, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see what they think about socialism. What do they think? What do these brilliant guys think about socialism? Let's see.
Senator Harris, thank you. Governor Hickenlooper, let me get you in on this. You've warned that Democrats will lose in 2020 if they embrace socialism, as you put it. You were booed at the California Democratic Convention when you said that.
Yeah, he should be booed. Who the fuck are you, dude? I hope they show your name, because I honestly have no idea who the fuck this guy is. You smiling Cheshire cat-faced fuck?
Only one candidate on this stage, Senator Sanders, identifies himself as a democratic socialist. What are the policies or positions of your opponents that you think are veering towards socialism?
Well, I think that the bottom line is if we don't clearly define that we are not.
All right, so this is John Hickenlooper, former Colorado governor. So this brilliant tactician seems to think that the neoliberal bullshit corporatist Democrat establishment route is the same fucking tactic we should use this time around to combat Trump. Great job. Great strategy, dude. It's gonna work out great. I'm serious, people. Trump is going to win in 2020. It's going to fucking happen. Mark my motherfucking words. It is going to happen. I'm about as pessimistic about this election as you can get. And it's barely fucking begun. I think that Trump is going to win in 2020 again. And we're going to have 4 more years of this fucking orange clown. This fucking orange fascist clown. And I can't stand it. But let's listen to this brilliant genius and his answers about socialism. Because obviously he has a better analysis of what to do with our current paradigm than like somebody like Marx or Engels or Lenin.
Not socialists. The Republicans are going to come at us every way they can and call us socialists. And if you look at the Green New Deal, which I admire the sense of urgency and how important it is to do climate change. I'm a scientist, but we can't promise every American a government job. If you want to get universal health care coverage, I believe that health care is a right and not a privilege. But you can't expect to eliminate private insurance for 180 million people, many of whom don't want to give it up.
Well, fuck them. Fuck them. Who the fuck cares? These idiot fucking dipshits who don't want to give up their private insurance for some weird fucking reason. They'll just be dragged kicking and screaming into the modern age. Cool. You know, I think we should just go ahead and do it. They should just get the fuck over it. You know, once they're not being denied coverage because, you know, they're having organ failure or some weird shit like that starts kicking in when they get old, you know, they start getting denied life-saving medical coverage, then you'll see how badly they suck the private medical industry's dick.
In Colorado, we brought businesses and nonprofits together. We got to near universal health care coverage. We were the first state in America to bring the environmental community and the oil and gas industry to aggressively address methane emissions. And we were also the first place to expand reproductive rights on a scale basis, and we reduced teen pregnancy by 54%. We've done the big progressive things that people said couldn't be done. I've done what pretty much everyone else up here is still talking about doing.
Governor, thank you, Senator.
So that was pretty much a sellout shill response. Like, oh, we've gotten some minor regulations in place, so that's basically socialism. That's as good as it gets, ladies and gentlemen. Just take these crumbs and be happy, you fucking pigs. That's what he's telling us. That's basically what he's telling us. He's like, okay, you little piggies, take this, eat this slop. Here, take the slop that I'm giving you. And be happy, be grateful. Be grateful for the slop.
Senator Sanders, I'll give you a chance to weigh in here. What is your response to those who say nominating a socialist would re-elect Donald Trump?
Well, I think the responses at the polls, last poll I saw, had us 10 points ahead of Donald Trump, because the American people understand that Trump is a phony, that Trump is a pathological liar and a racist, and that he lied to the American people during his campaign. He said he was going to stand up for working families. Well, President Trump, you're not standing up for working families when you try to throw 32 million people off the health care that they have, and that 83% of your tax benefits go to the top 1%. That's how we beat Trump. We expose him for the fraud that he is.
Senator Gillibrand, 30
I
seconds.
disagree with both their perspectives.
Who gives a flying fuck what you think, Gillibrand? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Like, who are you? Get the fuck... Get out of here. Get out of here. I disagree with both of your perspectives. What kind of centrist weird bullshit is this? Are you part of the logical sane middle or something? Bernie Sanders looking over at you like, what the flying fuck are you even gonna say? And then Joe Biden, his head's off in the clouds somewhere. He didn't know what the fuck's going on. He's probably thinking about like groping a little girl or something.
The debate we're having in our party right now is confusing because the truth is...
It's not confusing. The truth is you have half the fucking party, a good half the establishment half that's just shilling and sucking capitalism's dick, and you have another half that are like only sucking it slightly less. And those are these evil, scary democratic socialists that the media is foaming and frothing at the mouth about. And all these guys are like pissing their pants. Oh no, how can we win if we don't accept corporate PAC money? Well, how about you appeal to populist sentiments of the left, dumb idiot? Alright, this is Senator Kirsten Gillibrand from New York.
There's a big difference between capitalism on the one hand and greed on the other. And so
What?
all the things that we're trying to...
Capitalism is fundamentally exploited, you dummy. Have you ever read Das Kapital? Have you ever read it? Have you do you know the slightest thing, you idiot?
change is when companies care more about profits when they do about people.
Yep. Companies are out there to make people's lives better, folks. Heard it from Kirsten Gillibrand. I'm sorry. Just that name, Kirsten. Who names their kid Kirsten? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, my name's Dankey. I can't really say much, but I mean, Jesus.
So if you're talking about ending gun violence, it's the greed of the NRA and the gun manufacturers that make
What?
any progress impossible. It's
What?
the greed of the insurance companies and the drug companies when we want to try to get health care as a right and not a privilege. So
Thank
there
you.
need not be disagreement in the party because in truth, we want healthy
Senator, thank
capitalism.
There may not be disagreement in the party in truth because we want healthy capitalism. Is that honestly what the flying fuck she just said? Fuck capitalism. Fuck it. It's had its fucking day in the sun to take a giant shit all over the planet Earth. And now us, the future generations, are left with the poo-poo pile, and we're gonna have to clean that shit up. Because you assholes have you've made a mess. You've made a big mess. Alright, it's a big poopy mess and it's disgusting. I hate all of you. Except for probably Bernie Sanders. Honestly. That's the honest truth. That's the honest truth. I can't stomach these liberal assholes. Get them out of my fucking sight.
Thank you.
We don't want corrupted capitalism.
Thank you. I want to
which
be
is
fair to all the
definition of
candidates.
greed.
Thank you. Senator Bennett, you have said, quote, it's possible to write policy proposals that have no basis in reality. You might as well call them candy. Were you referring to any candidate or proposal in particular when you said that?
Was that directed to me?
Yes, that was your
thank
quote.
you. That sounded like me. Thank
Senator Michael Bennett. I've never heard of this guy either. I'm sorry. Who the fuck is this guy?
It was you.
I appreciate it. Well, look, first of all, I agree completely with Bernie about what the fundamental challenge we're facing as a country is. 40 years of no economic growth for 90% of the American people. 160,000 families in the top 0.1% have the same wealth as the bottom 90%, and we've got the worst income inequality that we've had in 100 years. Where I disagree is on his solution on Medicare for all. You know, I have proposed getting to universal health care, which we need to do. It is a right. Health care is a right.
Oh.
We need to get to universal health care. I believe the way to do that is by finishing the work we started with Obamacare and creating a public option that every family and every person in America can make a choice for their family about what.
No public option. No half measures. I'm tired of these liberal half measures. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. We can have it all here and now with the technology we have, with the industry we have, with the amount of knowledge and technological mastery and expertise we have. We can do this shit. We put a man on the moon. We can't provide healthcare for our people. What kind of fucking society is this? Pathetic. Public option is a half measure, and it can be snuffed out in a single whiff, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, I can't stomach this anymore. That's a little insight into the Democratic debate. Not looking too hopeful, dude. Not looking too hopeful at all. I'm very, very pessimistic. I think Bernie Sanders, if he can rise to the top, you know, God bless him, Godspeed, you brilliant bastard. But, you know, I think the Democratic Party is gonna throw Bernie Sanders. He's gonna get thrown under the bus, and he's gonna get thrown under the bus hard, a lot harder than he got thrown in 2016, because the Democrats have a big, giant, throbbing boner for capitalism, folks. It's the 1%. They have a giant boner for capital. They suck its dick. I am Bernie Sanders. Anyway, that's my take on it. I don't like the Democratic Party. I don't really like anybody except for maybe Bernie Sanders. He's cool. He's cool. I guess, yeah. I guess it's literally like the very fucking least I expect. Holy mother. When can we where's the real hardcore leftist here? I don't see any. Fuck.